Yeah, WWE Champions, so we're gonna have a look at the Fiend, the Fiend that's been pretty much requested for a very long time, pretty much since he debuted about 10 months or so ago. So we're gonna have a look at him, and he is a showboat as usual. We're gonna see him at 4-star gold. I do not have the Fiend, he was only loaned for the purpose of this video. He's gonna be part of the event that starts later today, and gonna be available throughout, I believe, Monday. For the current events that we're having for him, specifically within the 3rd anniversary event itself. So let's have a look. Character card here. Coach ability at 9,000. It is 25% increased chance of red gems on initial gem board. Links with SmackDown and Modern Era, and he does have a gear that will be available throughout the faction event. It is that all color moves start with 4 more move points. And if you're wondering why I'm not speaking really loud, it's because it's really early, and I'm trying not to wake everyone because I'm doing this before work. So gear, this is the standard gear, and we're going to see the footage with the gear this time. And this is the actual look of the gear, which is the Funhouse look. Now, since we're going to be using the gear, and once you have the gear unlocked, there's no way to turn it off, you're going to have to keep in mind that throughout the preview, I'm going to have 4 extra MP from the gear, which I can't take away. So we're not going to, like with the perks plus the gear, that means I'm going to start with like 8 MP of every color. So MP is going to be relatively irrelevant throughout the preview. Alright, so first moveset we're going to see would be the black one along with both purples. This is the running crossbody block, 5 MP black move, deal 14.5k damage, and modify a 6x6 random area into protect gems of strength 12-13. The Mandible Claw, 7 MP purple move, submission, generate 15 random submission gems and do 8.9k damage for 4 turns. While submission gems are on the gem board, remaining sub gems turn into power gems of strength 3800. Lariat Clothesline, 4 MP purple move, deal 9.9k damage and deal 14.5k bleed damage to your opponent for 6 turns. Now, since MP is not going to be an issue, even if the moves themselves are really low cost to begin with, all trainers will be using our Callisto and Set. Callisto makes it that protect gems are actually 50% stronger, which we don't see here. I'm guessing that's probably a bug because it's not increasing the value, but it will in game. And the bleed move with Set will do 50% more damage. In this case, it's going to do 21.8k. Now I got HBKDX and Elias to help with MP reload. If I add Carrie Sane, which I don't, I would definitely use her as a coach because she would increase that bleed damage as well. Alright, so let's see versus Set. We're going to change the look for the next match so we see both character models. Alright, so like I said, everything is ready and good to go because we start basically with 8 MP. So, alright, so well, we're going to apply the bleed first, obviously. Then we're going to put a random area protect gem. As you see, that almost fills the whole board. And they are of 1800 and not 12 as it was saying, thanks to Callisto. Now we'll put submission, which unfortunately destroys a lot of them. Oh, set gets an extra turn. We get to kick out of that. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to burn my purple ad there, or will I? Yeah, looks like I had to burn my yellow, my purple, so let's get some blacks. Okay, we're gonna create a bunch of protects again. And take some purple so that both moves are ready next turn. That does barely anything to me with the amount of protects I got. Let's not burn those 4 rows. Okay, so bleed again. Submission. And most of them are going in areas that didn't have a protect gem in the first place. Oh, almost had him with that. If I'd waited an extra turn, I would have got him. So we don't have any black or purple. Right, this time we do have the purple. Let's put the bleed for fun. And finish him. So as you see, definitely not a hard match. I barely got any damage the whole time. And I actually could have finished this 3 rounds ago if I just did a little more damage on that first move. So definitely pretty effective, but definitely not fast. Right. Let's have a look at something else.
Bray Wyatt is here!
Alright, we're going to try the same thing, but with different trainers this time. And this time we're going to also use the Fiend look. Still going to have the effect of the gear on, which gives 4 extra MP. And this time, instead of using Kalisto, I'm going to be using Zombie Brock to increase the submission, because the value of the Protect Gem did not end up being that much of a deal. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to put the bleed. Gonna put protect gems. That took out a good chunk of his health right there. And now we need either purple or black, which we don't have either. Basically only have yellow matches. Okay, more protect gems. And we don't have any black. Oh yeah, we do have purple right there. We'll put the bleed and finish him with the submission. And this is definitely a hell of a lot faster than the previous one. I do like this better. All right. Let's go look at something different now.
The Fiend!
Right, I was talking with Compy and we're gonna try the exact same thing, same spec and everything, but we're gonna play it a little differently. We're basically going to do the bleed and protect on the first turn, but we're going to wait out on doing the submission. We just need a purple match, basically. Which we have. Perfect. So normally, if we didn't have the perks on, but still add the gear, the submission would not be ready on the first turn to begin with. So now we're putting a bleed. We're going to put out the protect gems as well, because what the hell, may as well. Now the bleed, it costs 4. So if I just do a match, I'm gonna have it again next turn. So now we're gonna apply the bleed again, which is gonna stack on top of the previous bleed that's already there. So I'm going to be using this 7-turn submission thanks to Brock, and every turn that he tries to get out of it, he's going to be hit by twice the bleed. That's going to take a lot of his health out. Look at that drain. He was still able to escape. I probably could have waited like 1 extra turn. Or even like, if I waited an extra turn, if I had, let's say, another purple on the board, a purple match on the board, it could have maybe stacked 3 times the... 3 times the bleed. That would have been like pretty nasty. Now we just need to end the match, which is not gonna happen this turn. Unfortunately, we don't really have any way to end this. We're gonna take the purple here just so we can finish this on the next turn. Right, and now let's finish it. And there you go. Now let's look at a completely different spec. Alright, so we're not gonna try something completely different after all, because I'm really intrigued by this moveset, and I'm I kinda wanna see if we can optimize it a little bit based on what we just did. So I switched it with, instead of using the defense gems, which is really good, but kind of didn't have much of an impact other than saving HP, I switched it for the finisher that deals 33.7k damage and choose 5 gems to destroy and pin the opponent. It is a 10 MP yellow move, and this should help prevent what happened on the last match where he didn't have any HP, but it took me 2 extra turns to finish. This should be ready on turn 3 regardless, with the MP bonus and everything. So let's try that. The trainers haven't changed. Actually, I'm just gonna switch Elias here for Rikishi. Just in case. And let's just change the look for fun. Alright, let's try this. So we're going to be looking for a purple match. We do have the match. So we're using the bleed. We're not going to be using the submission because we're going to wait for next turn so we can have a double bleed on during the submission. This reloads the bleed. There you go. Double bleed is on. Now, he's going to lose most of his health during this submission, and we should be able to finish him with the finisher that will be ready on the next turn. If all goes well. That HP is dropping pretty fast. So keep in mind those gems that will remain on the board will be power gems. So he has 27k health left. Couple power gems of 3800 value. This is going to do pretty much all the damage we need. We're going to pick purple. Just to be sure, I'm not going to take this one because I want it to remain a power gem. And he was completely obliterated. Which I just butchered. Obliterated. This worked really well. So far, definitely my favorite. Alright. Now let's really look at something different. Not that I haven't said that the last times. Alright, let's do something completely, well, kinda different. It's gonna be the yellow, black one, which I don't expect to be anywhere near as good as what we just tried, but we're trying stuff here. So it is a Sister Abigail 10 MP yellow move finisher, deals 33.7k damage and chooses 5 gems to destroy and pin the opponent. The forearm club, deal 3400 damage and make 4 random protect gems into power gems of strength 6400. That's 1 MP, and the running crossbody block, which is 5 MP black move, deals 14.5k damage and modify a 6x6 random area into protect gem of strength 1200. Now you could be using also the urinage with which basically converts power gems into heal gems, but I would not recommend that on your own. I'd recommend that against a guy like Steamboat, Booker Hall of Fame, or Anderson. Basically any power gem guys, that would be useful against them, but on your own, nah, not so much. I mean, might make you last forever, but so is going to be your match. So trainers will be using for that. Couple options. I went with Callisto to make those protects gem basically of higher value, and Zombie Nakamura to destroy more with the finisher, with the hope of basically just reloading the finisher over and over if we do have enough gems. You could be using also basically you could be using regular Nakamura or Taker to increase the strength of the power gems. You could use, I believe, is it Triple H Striker? Not sure. That actually makes more power gems, so you would make more protect into power. That would be an option as well, but I mean, you get the idea. All right, so let's try this. I'm gonna try again against Set. Just switch the sound. Well, we're having some sound issue. All right, so we'll put those out again. I do have the gear on. It doesn't show because I went with the regular look, but I do have the gear on because I can't take it off. Convert some random gems. We'll get the yellow so that way it's ready on the next turn to use the finisher. Gonna make a few more power gems. Now we're gonna use the finisher. There's not a lot of yellows, but we'll take those we have. And we'll take some blacks as well. Unfortunately, that breaks some of my defense gems right there. Alright, that did 134. You should have no problem getting out of that. Alright, let's make more protect gems. Fortunately, it overwrites the power gems. So we're pretty much going to be overwriting them all the time. Definitely not a huge fan of this spec. Let's remake those. Oh, in this case, we're not gonna have either black or we're not gonna have any yellow still to get that finisher. So we're gonna be reloading the black again to use it on the next turn. But we still don't get that yellow to get this done. We're still not taking much damage. Well, this should do some damage though. Actually, only ended up doing 50 something K. Alright, let's make more. This time we're gonna have yellow though. So we'll be able to finish this on the next turn probably. We got our yellow. And thus only did 16K with all that. We're out. Let's convert more. And finish this. We'll take the yellow and the remaining blacks. So definitely pretty easy move set where you are not taking much damage, but it's definitely for longer matches. So it works, it's just not fast. Alright, that is it for the Fiend. So pretty damn good, especially for a showboat. He is again part of the event that starts today. I haven't done the math on the event, but I heard that you're probably going to need to spend on top of the event to be able to get him, although I believe he's going to be in some bags also and in the loot, but whatever. So that is it for the Fiend. The gear itself is going to be part of the faction event where it's going to be rewarded in milestones, I believe. So that's it for that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them, and if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Ciao.